From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting, originating from the County Administrative Center located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue, Bakersfield, California. Kern County's vision is to create and maintain a customer-centered county government designed to garner the confidence, support, and trust of the people we serve. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Would reconvene. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Gleason?
Here.
Supervisor Scribner?
Here.
Supervisor Maggard?
Here.
Supervisor Couch?
Here.
Supervisor Perez?
Here.
Madam Council, report on actions taken in closed session.
Good afternoon, Chairman Gleason and members of the board. Your board heard closed session agenda items numbers 32 through 39 today. No reportable action was taken on any of those items except for items 35, 36, and 38. With respect to item number 35, the board met in closed session to confer with council and staff regarding the case of Antonio Rodriguez et al. Versus County of Kern. This is Kern County Superior Court case number S1500 CV 284058. By a unanimous 5-0 vote, the board authorized County Council to settle the claims of plaintiffs Francisco Gallardo, Antonio Rodriguez, Miguel Rodriguez, and Ambris Gonzalez for a combined sum of approximately $138,000 as to all four plaintiffs in exchange for waivers, releases, and dismissals, and further authorized County Council to execute all necessary settlement documents and authorize the Auditor-Controller to issue warrants as directed by County Council. With respect to item number 36, your board met in closed session to confer with council and staff regarding a request to waive penalty assessments and a lien assessment related to property at 4816 Noble Street in Bakersfield, California, identified as assessor parcel number 104-163-33. By a unanimous 5-0 vote, the board denied the request to waive such assessments and authorized County Council to notify the property owner accordingly. With respect to item number 38, the board met in closed session to confer with council and staff regarding the case of County Sanitation District Number 2, etc. et al. Versus County of Kern et al. This is Tulare County Superior Court, case number 189564. This is a CEQA case, a California Environmental Quality Act, in which the county successfully obtained a judgment and a writ of mandate, and subsequently an amended peremptory writ of mandate, directing the City of Los Angeles to set aside its certification of an environmental impact report for Green Acres Farm, which is a sludge disposal site in Kern County. In this particular case, the county filed many objections against the City of Los Angeles's EIR and prevailed on 2 of its 4 objections to the EIR. By a unanimous 5-0 vote, the board authorized County Council to initiate and prosecute an appeal of that portion of the trial court's decision that overruled 2 of the county's 4 objections to the EIR. So that was a case where the county successfully obtained an amended peremptory writ of mandate, and your board authorized me to appeal that portion of the judgment that overruled our objections to a portion of the case. But we successfully handled the matter and got the writ that we requested. But there are grounds that we believe are legitimate grounds for appeal, so that we will have a 100% victory in that case, and your board has so authorized me to proceed. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Council. We're going to start off with the review of the consent agenda. Agendas are on the tables by the doors as you enter the room, so you can follow along with us. Consent agenda items are listed with a CA above the item number, considered to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion if no member of the board or audience wishes to comment or ask questions. If comment or discussion is desired by anyone, the item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be reconsidered in listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the board concerning the item before action is taken. So going through the agenda, starting on page 2, under hearings, items 4. Under Planning and Natural Resources Department, number 5 through 8. Public Works Department, Administrative and Engineering, items 9 through 15 on this County Administrative Office, items 16 through 21, under General Services Division, 22, 23, under matters for executive approval, items 24 through 27. Does any member of the public wish to pull any of these items off the consent agenda? Now's the time to do it. I don't see any, so I ask the board members.
Motion on consent.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved, all ayes.
Brings us to item number 1, public presentations. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons to address the board on any matter not on this agenda but under the jurisdiction of the board. Board members may respond briefly to statements made or questions posed. They may ask a question for clarification, make a referral to staff for factual information, or request staff to report back to the board at a later meeting. Also, the board may take action to direct the staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes. Please state and spell your name before making your presentation. Anybody wishing to talk about anything that's not on this agenda, now's your chance.
Good afternoon. My name is Ellen Harrison. That's E-L-L-E-N. Harrison, H-A-R-R-I-S-O-N. I am the Ambassador of Kindness with Kindness for Life, a local organization that is inspired by the creator of Random Acts of Kindness, Dr. Chuck Wall. And I would like to thank all of you for your support in establishing September 10th as Wave Hog Kindness Counts Day. We are an organization that is dedicated to filling Kern County up to the brim with kindness, and we are so thankful for your support in doing so. And I would also like to congratulate you for your kindness and support has also made you an ambassador of kindness. And to officially congratulate you, we gave you a kindness coin as well as one of Dr. Hall's kindness books as well. And a special shout out to you, Supervisor Perez. Thank you for sending your representative to our picnic. He was well received and it was a true pleasure having him join. And I look forward to meeting with all of you individually to share our ideas and hear your suggestions. We know that Kern County really is known for many things, and we would like to add being the kindness capital of California to the list. So again, I look forward to meeting with each of you. And please know that what was I going to say? And please know that we are planning other events to promote kindness as well. And judging by your evident support, I'm sure you're all eager to attend. And so we will keep you posted on those as well. So thank you once again for your support. We are very thankful. And keep your eyes and ears open for the next upcoming events. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Harrison.
Chairman Gleason, members of the board, Phil Rudnick. I am the self-appointed Captain Kindness of, you're right, it is funny, of Kindness for Life. It's a new initiative that our company, the Airport Valet Express, is sponsoring. We felt that it was time that we picked up the gavel and the baton from Dr. Wall and see what else could be done in our community to foster a atmosphere of kindness. And so you have been designated ambassadors, as Ellen said, because we know that in your heart you are doing what kindness. One of the things that you have is also his medal of kindness. Some people think that medal is to remind you to do kind things. That's not the purpose. The purpose of the medal is to remind you that all the kind things you do makes us closer to a more perfect world. That's what it's to remind you. So don't let a day go by that we don't try to find some way to energize this effort. One of the things that our bus service to LAX does is we have kindness fairs. We take the military, the active military, free of charge. We've done that from the first day we started over almost 3 years ago. We take children up to 10 years old with a parent, free of charge. We let a chaperone go with a dependent adult that needs supervision, free of charge. We do this because we think it helps our community. because our motto is always with community in mind. And with that, I'm very concerned about the economics of our county. I read the paper, I see all the trouble we're having. Mr. Nylon here is trying to balance books, and there's not enough money. And so, as an additional kindness fare, if you are willing to accept it, we are willing to take any and all Kern County employees, consultants, anyone on county business to and from LAX without charge. If that helps you save money, then we're happy to do that. If you can't do that, then I just want you to know that we are here to help you, and if that helps in any way, just let us know. Thank you very much. You've been very kind, and hopefully we're going to count on your support in the future. Is there any questions from anybody?
I gotta go to San Diego tomorrow.
We'll take you as far as LAX. You call up your constituents to come and get you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Captain. That was refreshing. Anybody else? Is this going to be kind?
This is a tough act to follow. No. Maybe I should have gone first. Anyway, here's the point. My name's Tommy Russell. I'm a retired deputy and whatever. I've talked to you guys before about the shortage of personnel in the Sheriff's Department, how dangerous it is. Okay, this is all because of a ride-along in March 15th. The good news is I'm not coming back to talk about this no more. I'm not looking for the job as the village idiot running around. However, after I talked to enough deputies and detention deputies, I was really kind of amazed at the truly terrible problems with the budget. And anyway, that'll be addressed by my partner from the San Diego days in the 70s. Here's the thing that really offended me. During that last meeting that I was here, you had the lady from social services, a social worker from CPS. She's down here pleading her case for enough money to try and do her job. Her responsibility, and I'm sure you know this, is to protect the most vulnerable people among us, children. As a cop, I've seen it too many times. The dead, the dying, the starved, the sexed up, any nightmare that you can imagine, they deal with. Okay? Then you've got Donnie Youngblood, the sheriff, and I know from personal experience on it ride-along, he needs every dime he can get. Okay? He is basically, in my opinion, having been a cop, he's basically the garbage collector. He actually, as a cop, you have two functions. You're either a school teacher, where you go among the public and teach them how to get along with each other very quick, or you're the garbage collector and you haul them away. Then you've got Lisa Green, the district attorney. She's the garbage dispenser. She's the one that sees to it that garbage goes away. You guys were all polite, you listened, and with the exception of Leticia Perez, my friend, you cut their budget some more. The argument that I get, or the argument that I hear on television is, I'm a businessman and I want to approach government from a business perspective. Okay, having spent my life in government, I can tell you that that kind of analogy is flawed. It's okay the way it goes, which is I want to make sure the public's not getting ripped off with their tax dollar. That's fine. But when that's over with, you're the board that controls the money, and your job is to see to it that those people that were here begging for their budgets have enough money to do their jobs, and that you failed at. You've even got a rule here that you have to get 66% of the people to vote on a tax increase, okay, or you got nothing coming. I mean, that's a rigged deal, and now you're up against it. Anyway, I was ashamed. of what I saw here. I thought it was terrible. And I think your approach to it is half-hearted.
Mr. Russell, you exceeded your time.
Pardon me?
You've exceeded your time.
That's the story of my life. But I'm not coming back. That's all I have to say. You guys, nobody? Last chance to ask a question.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
Come on, David. After the sewer wars in the city? Nothing? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Greg has something to say to you.
Hi, guys, gals. My name is Greg Peterson. I'm an attorney. In 2 days or so less, you're going to receive 2 federal lawsuits. The first one is violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act for the detention officers. The second one is for a violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act for deputy sheriffs. I've spent several months investigating before I took this case, and I've talked to a member of the county counsel's office already on a demand letter that I sent. I do this for a living. Almost 40 years I've done this for a living. Before that, Mr. Russell and I were partners in the San Diego PD. And before that, I was a cop in Illinois, great town of Chicago. All that was before the FLSA applied to cops. Right now, you're running a budget deficit on law enforcement. That budget deficit is included in your current deficit that you've put forth and voted on. If you'd have voted last week, or whenever it was, I forgot, we would have had maybe a different conversation today. Right now, you have unpaid wages in millions of dollars for people not being paid overtime that they're entitled to. I don't have much to say beyond, I hope that you folks take the lawsuit seriously, because it is. I've taken a lot of money from a lot of governments over this stuff. And if you want to ask, you can go to San Diego, or you can go to best place, go to LA. I mean, I have 2,800 cops still in court against LA. I represent policemen for a living, mostly in this area now. You will also have a problem with your comp time. Very soon, you're going to have 100% occupancy, I guess we could call it, in the comp time arena. You're going to have 100 hours for every deputy in an unpaid liability that you've not reported in the budget.
Mr. Peterson, you've exceeded your time.
Okay. One final comment. I really would like you to...
Chairman Gleason, may I interrupt since he's exceeded his time? I would like to be able to respond very quickly.
Are you done?
I was going to make one more comment.
Make it quick.
Yeah, I will. My point of view is that this can either go to litigation, and we can spend $1 million, or we can settle it and fix the problem. That's simple. Patty.
Thank you. Is that illegal what you just did?
What?
Well, he exceeded his time. It's not illegal for him to comment about a lawsuit, but since he's taken the time to comment on it, I would like to have an opportunity to comment on it as well.
Yes, ma'am.
We are very familiar with Mr. Peterson's letter. We received it earlier. We've been in communication with his office. Our initial reaction to his lawsuit is that it has no merit. Mr. Peterson and his clients can expect a vigorous defense to this lawsuit, and they should anticipate a Rule 11 motion for sanctions. With respect to any further proceedings, we will do our arguments in court in front of the district judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Counsel.
Well, my response to that, which I'm entitled to, is she's wrong. Rule 11 sanctions are baloney, and she can do anything
Security.
she wants.
Security, I'm going to need this being escorted out of here.
Excuse me, you need what? I'm leaving. You don't know.
No, as long as you're leaving, I'm fine.
Good. Have a nice day. By the way, you're a defendant.
Okay, next up is board member. Anybody else in the public wish to make a presentation? Seeing none, we'll close public presentations and bring it back to the board for board member announcements. Seeing none, it takes us to item number 3, request from Terry Lesniak, original applicant, Speedy Fuel Incorporated by WZI Inc., to appeal the decision of the Planning Commission for a liquefied natural gas storage and distribution plant on 9.27 acres located approximately 500 feet southeast of the intersection of Coke Street and Altus Ave in Mojave. Ms. Oviatt.
Good afternoon, Chairman Gleason, members of the board. The applicant is the appellant, and the original applicant have both asked for different reasons for a 2-week continuance. Staff is therefore recommending a 2-week continuance to October 11th. We provided you with a staff report. We have contacted everyone, we believe, who wanted to testify today, and we will be working on this project from both sides to bring you a more complete presentation. That completes my recommendation that you continue to October 11th, 2016.
Thank you, Ms. Oviatt. Anybody in the public wishing to make comment? Seeing none, I'll close public hearing and bring it back to the board. Supervisor Scrivener.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll make a motion on staff's recommendation to continue the item.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
Motion is approved, all ayes.
That brings us to adjourn, final item to adjourn to Thursday, September 29th, 2016 at 12:30 p.m. for closed session.
So moved.
Yeah.